Hey guys, welcome back. It's Heather from Sweet Simple Life, and I wanted to kind of show y'all our unit study for tsunamis. We're actually studying natural disasters, so one of our unit studies is tsunamis. So what we've done here, let me start on this side, we have the Magic Treehouse, and it's number 28, High Tide in Hawaii. And I don't know if y'all have ever looked at the Magic Treehouse books, but there's so many of them, and it's actually about these two kids, and they go to a Magic Treehouse, and it takes them to different places. And so it's a really good storyline, and then you actually learn a lot of things about it. So my son absolutely loves these. So I have the Magic Treehouse High Tide in Hawaii, and then I went online and picked out the lesson plan summary for Magic Treehouse High Tide in Hawaii. This actually shows, it's actually from the author Mary Pope Osborne and her Classroom Adventures program. So that is who writes these. So it tells you during this book each student will, and what they'll learn: reading, Common Core standards, writing, language arts, speaking, listening, and then lesson plan. So you kind of read this a little bit. It tells you a little bit about tsunamis and what the kids need to learn to understand it. So this book also, it comes with the Magic Treehouse Fun Tracker, and actually gives facts about tsunamis. So it's a separate book than this. I don't have that with me right now, but that is part of the curriculum that we did pick up. So that one gives you some facts about it. And then it gives you a website that you can go to learn more about tsunamis, and it just kind of gives you some facts and the materials that you will need, and all of it is provided in this little packet here. So this one is tectonic plates puzzle. This is just the basic. It tells you all the tectonics and gives you the answers, and then this next sheet is the actual sheet that the kids do. So he's filling it out, and we're doing this together. I'm not expecting him to memorize, all of these, but so we're doing that together. And then it also gives you another sheet, paper that tells you another website to go to learn about each layer of the Earth. So that's what this unit kind of studies on, is learning what actually causes a tsunami and how it happens. So then, oops, I think I skipped a page out of order here. So with that, it talks about the crust and the mantle, outer core and inner core. So with that website, it does a quick video on those layers as well. And then here's the actual worksheet for him to do that has the layers, and he colors it and everything. And then this one is just a little summary, tells you about the book. So this stuff here is actual facts about tsunamis in the earth, and then this part is about the book, the story that you just read, and it tells you the last worksheet is write and illustrate a short story about Jack and Annie's journey to the center of the earth. Use the back if needed. So then they write a little summary of what the book is about, and then a little picture of it. So we are doing that for the tsunami unit study. And then we have, I printed out this, just a worksheet about tsunamis and the order that they run in. So he just puts the numbers and how they form. So that's just a little worksheet. And then from our library, we actually picked up a couple different books. So this is about extreme earthquakes and tsunamis. So we switched over to the part about tsunamis. Let me see. We're learning earthquakes next week, so I'm just going to recheck this book out. But it talks about, this is more about how it happens and what we're doing to try and learn from it, and get information for warning systems. And then this one is actually pretty good. The beginning of the book talks about, well, let me get there, the 2004 tsunami that hit. So some of the pictures it shows, and then it talks about actual facts. So these are more fact books, not actually like kids storybooks, but I like to do a mix of both. So that way he gets the information, and I don't make him read this. We read it together, and he enjoys it. So we have this book from the library and this tsunami book from the library. This is by Margaret Carruthers. This one is by John Farndon. And then this is actually a really cute storybook. So this is by Kimoko Kajikawa. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly, but the illustrations are so neat in this book. So this one we also read together. And like these are the illustrations. So it tells a story about a grandfather in Japan, and how, you know, an earthquake happens, a tsunami hits, and how he tries to save the village down below. And so anyway, it's a really cute story. And so that was the library book we have on that one. These are the other library books that we are also using for the Tsunami study or unit study that we have. I did find the Tsunami fact tracker from the Magic Tree House. So in that paperwork, in the lesson plan, it did show that we read the book, and then we also used this one as well. So I did find this one for you. It's just kind of a research guide of tsunamis. So this is, I don't know if every single book has these, but the ones that we've done so far has some of these fact trackers on it as well. So we use those. And then this one is from the library book, The True Story of April Fool's Day Disaster. So this, obviously, the writing is very small, so I'm reading a little bit here and there to my son. So something where he gets the information, so I kind of skip through some things that maybe are just too in-depth for him, so I want to keep him interested. So he is very interested in natural disasters. That's why we're covering this. And so, but we do look at the pictures, and I've just picked up different library books for him. So this is natural disasters. We're actually using this for a couple of our topics. So right now we're doing tsunamis, and then we're going to be covering earthquakes and volcanoes, so we'll use this one as well. We already covered hurricanes, so we tapped into this one a little bit as well. So this just has, actually we already did tornadoes as well. I didn't do a unit study on hurricane and tornadoes, but maybe I will. I don't know. We've already completed that. So anyway, so it has a little bit of everything of the natural disasters, and it is, who is it by? So DK Eyewitness Books, Natural Disasters. We got this at our library. So this is a good little resource for us. And then the last book that we are reading is I Survived the Japanese Tsunami 2011. And this is a scholastic book by Lauren Tarshis. I hope I pronounced that right. So I'm reading this to my son. He can read this. But we're just kind of reading it together. He wants to read some of it, and then I want to read some of it to him as well, just to make sure that it's, you know, not too much for him. But they have a lot of them. So they have, what is this one? The Battle of Gettysburg, the attacks on September 11th. So there's another one that I picked up on the next unit study I will be filming, which is the earthquakes. And so they have one about the San Francisco earthquake. So we picked this up at our library as well. So we use YouTube on this as well for our videos. And there's a lot of kid learning videos that I really love that we watch together. And what we've really been using is Mr. DeMaio. He does some cartoon videos along with him talking about it. And then we also use Dr. Binock's show. Those, on all the natural disasters, it seems like they have, those two YouTube channels have a lot of information on all the natural natural disasters that we're using. So we've done tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes. They have it on everything. So this is our little unit study. You can find different worksheets online and other worksheets they have on Teachers Pay Teachers. And so they have a whole natural disaster. So that's where I actually picked out this. It's a packet of like 20 papers, 20 worksheets, and it has some tsunami, some earthquake, some volcano, a little bit of everything on natural disasters. And I picked that up for like $5, I believe. You know, actually, I think it was $3. I'm sorry. It was $3 for this pack. So I did that, and I'm going to keep it so that way I have for my other child. And I really do suggest, they have so many. So I have another one on earthquakes, and I have a whole thing set up. So I really do suggest, if you're able to, if you want to add a little lesson plan to these. It is language arts, but we also did it for science because we're using tsunami. That is our unit study for tsunamis. We have the library books on the facts and little storylines, and then we have our storybook of the Magic Tree House and their lesson plans that are printed out online for free. I will link that website below. And this is one of the worksheets that we have from that pack that I got from Teachers Pay Teachers, and it was $3 for a pack of, I believe it was about 20 worksheets. So again, it's a natural disaster pack, so it has tsunami, earthquakes, all natural disasters. So that is our little unit study. Again, we do it for 2 weeks at a time right now, so that way my son is in first grade, so it's not too much overwhelming for him, but it still keeps him interested. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.